look, it's really hard to tell if someone's telling the truth or if they're joking around when they're slurring like a drunk during the interview.
Hi everyone, this is Gary Carburetor. I'm back after taking another break. Been sleeping a lot. So today's video is, I just had to cover this, some anti-vegan hysteria in politics and in the media. I got some interesting footage here for you, which we're going to see in just a few seconds. I just wanted to mention that I've now been an ex-carnivore for 34 days. I've been trying out some different ways of eating, lower fruit. Actually, I've just recently started, so I don't have anything to report back. I have been making up sleep in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully there will be a point where I've made up enough sleep. Hopefully I'll have more energy and maybe my system will have the energy to fix some problems. I'll give you another update next week. So let's just roll this clip here. This is from the TYT YouTube channel, which I've showed a lot of over the year. Now look at what they're doing here. Talking about Larry Kudlow, who was on Fox News. They are like News Central for the right wing. And so all this is very interesting. You'll be able to see why I wanted to show you this. It's the kind of stuff I've been teaching.
Larry Kudlow decided to make a fool out of himself while doing a segment on Fox News in regard to Biden's climate plan. Now, Biden wants to cut carbon emissions by half. Right-wingers have lost it over that. So here's Larry Kudlow engaging in all sorts of hyperbolic talk meant to scare Republican voters.
Speaking of stupid, there's a study coming out of the...
Yeah, he's not the stupid one, is he? No, it's the people he's targeting. Is this what right-wingers eat up?
Speaking of stupid, there's a study coming out of the University of Michigan which says that to meet the Biden Green New Deal targets, America has to, get this, America has to stop eating meat, stop eating poultry.
Okay, I got to stop right there. My God, there's so many different things for me to comment on that fit into my narrative. I guess my channel's gone on so long that there's too many levels to the matrix. Okay, rewind from the beginning. He said there's a study. Oh my God. Okay, how many times have I warned you about studies? They don't show anything. They should not be taken seriously. And then we hear the next few words he says. A study out of Michigan. Do you remember my witch hunt video? Michigan was the place where they almost kidnapped the governor. They, the right-wingers. Do I need to show you a picture of these kidnappers? Just picture people going into Burger King with the guy in the Burger King logo. So I just went to find a picture of him to put in my video. Doing a search for Burger King man. I don't know what he's called, but I want to show you what came up first. This this picture right here looks really familiar. Oh, especially that one. Looks like he was on a plane and went postal. And there it is. So I was curious about this guy. He sure looks kind of Trumpy. And then I got more curious. And so I checked out, what does that say? Man kills Burger King worker after order takes too long.
Speaking of stupid.
Back to Larry Kudlow. And then he said, in order to meet Biden's climate change goals, every American would have to stop eating meat. Okay, what I was thinking first was no study could conclude that. But a study out of Michigan, maybe it could. Because, remember, one reason studies are bad is because anyone can come up with a study and conduct it with the goal of reaching their own conclusions. There's a lot of politics in studies, especially studies about diet. Now that I've said that, let's hear this again.
There's a study coming out of the University of Michigan which says that to meet the...
And here is a talk show host on Fox News telling you about this particular study out of Michigan.
Green New Deal targets, America has to, get this, America has to stop eating meat.
Notice how he said, get this. And that's manipulation right there. It's so easy for me to spot these days. Get this, as if it's like something true. Talk about fake news. I won't mention again how the term fake news got started. I hope everyone knows.
Stop eating poultry, fish, seafood, eggs, dairy, and animal-based fats. Okay, we got that? No steaks on the Barbie. I'm sure Middle America is just going to love that. Can you grill those Brussels sprouts? You can throw back a plant-based beer with your grilled Brussels sprouts and wave your American flag. Now, I'm making fun of this because I intend to make fun of it.
Allegedly, he's drunk. Allegedly.
To make fun of, he's not making fun of the study. He's using this ridiculous sham of a study to make fun of his straw man of the Green New Deal. Which I don't think Biden is utilizing the Green New Deal. He spoke against it when he was running. So all this is BS.
This kind of thinking is stupid. It comes from a bunch of ideological zealots.
What kind of thinking? And people out there, my viewers, he is pretending that the Democratic Party is all a bunch of pro-vegan people. Now, I've said before, they're much more inclined to veganism than the right. The right is against it. And we've seen this, and we're seeing it now. But the real people who would like everyone to stop eating meat, that's you. That's you, my viewers. He's calling you a
bunch of ideological zealots who don't care one whit about America's well-being. Not one whit.
He's really making fun of it because he has nothing else to offer. I mean, climate change is a serious problem. No one, including anyone in the Biden administration, has discussed limiting meat consumption. And yes, what people have been focusing on is the fact that he referenced plant-based beer, which, I mean, do I really have to explain how ridiculous that is?
Not to us. This reminds me, I think this beer thing stems from a story about 3 or 4 years ago that you may remember. It was circled around the vegan YouTube community. It was some beer manufacturer that said they were going vegan. No animal products used in the making of their beer anymore. Not that anybody ever knew that there was animal products being used, some organ used as filtering. But once these meatheads, rednecks, heard that the beer was going to eliminate using animal products, anti-vegan people were concerned.
Conservatives might not understand that beer is not made from cows or moose or cats. It's made out of wheat and barley and plants. So this is how conservative media lies to you on a regular basis with no shame at all. And now when the whole internet is making fun of Kudlow, even Chuck Schumer's making fun of him.
Mocking him, yeah.
Wow.
Excited to be watching the Oscars with an ice-cold plant-based beer. Thanks, Joe Biden.
And since we're on the topic of politics, there's something I heard that crosses over into our YouTube community here. Over the years, we heard a lot about CrossFit and how it's associated with people who eat the paleo diet, or maybe even higher meat diets. Marjorie, I don't want to say her whole name, she's in Congress, and she's been promoting the former guy's big lie and all the Q stuff. It turns out she's into CrossFit, too. She filmed herself doing it, put it on social media, and TYT covered that. And in the comments, a whole bunch of people going, what the fuck is she doing? She's going to injure herself. It's just exactly like what we've already heard. The Wall Street Journal had a headline, "What if meat is our healthiest diet?" This is the Wall Street Journal. What's going on here? Well, now that's a legit media outlet there. But over the years, it has become, they just went the way of Fox and the Republican Party, just decided to just sell themselves out and cater to these What people? What people are they catering to? Meatheads. Next, all these people are going to be on the keto diet. The premise of that diet would be that plant-based foods have been genetically altered by the pedo deep state to turn you gay.
Like, you know.
I'm sorry, let me be enjoying my plant-based coffee.
I want to point out that TYT is just a left-wing political commentary channel. They're not vegans over there. keep that in mind because here's another video they made recently. I only have time to show you the beginning, but I'll put a link to both these videos in the description below.
The GOP has decided to insult their own base as red meat obsessed morons who scare easily over the thought of rationed red meat. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who in response to Biden's climate proposal, decided to post a screenshot of a graphic that was on Fox News. Let's take a quick look at what it says. So none of this is true. But Fox News fearmongered about how Biden's proposal allegedly wants to cut 90% of red meat from everyone's diet. Not true. Max 4 pounds per year per person, and also 1 burger per month. This is what the culture warriors on the right have decided to latch onto in order to hold the United States back from innovation and essentially developing toward renewable energies.
Thanks for watching. I'm going to be doing more frequent videos now. I'm going to finally talk about my diet experiments, wrap that up. And I'm going to be finally getting to music reaction videos. Thumbs up and subscribe and share to the carnivore community.